the third and last 2-game series. It's gonna be Rezears versus Lewsual. Rezears in the Batmobile. We haven't seen the Batmobile in quite a while. Starting off early with the air dribble from Lewsual, and he does actually get it in. Even with the long car of the Batmobile, he's unable to reach the ball before Lewsual. But look at that neutral kickoff. Lewsual commits a little bit too hard on that kickoff, while Rezears just lets the ball be right in front of him without committing too much. Rezears winning the DreamHack Boost Cup 1v1. Very impressive showing there. Almost a save there by Lewsual. Very impressive showing with it had many great 1v1 players within it. I think I remember Chester being one of them, and Ashley. Actually, grand final was against Ashley. It was quite a good series. Highly recommend watching that. The DreamHack Boost Cup 1v1. As Rezears goes up 3-1. Flicks it past. Both players very controlling, very conservative on their movement. Lewsual gets the demo. Is he able to shoot an early shot here? No, he's not. Tries to do a 50 instead. A little fake 50. Has to be careful for the demo. Rezears very passive. Doesn't want to commit too early on a challenge. At the moment, Rezears is rank 10 actually on the leaderboard, which is very high. And Lewsual is not in the top 100. Lewsual, with the amount of barrage attacks, is able to get one in. It's gonna help him a lot. A misplay there by Rezears, but he's able to recover. Lewsual almost gets the interesting, the fake flick. Pinch goes Lewsual's way. A couple of hops and pops from Rezears makes Lewsual think that it's probably a little bit awkward. Can't really commit on a challenge or a shot too early. Flicks it up. Rezears just threatens the possession play. A flick from Lewsual, but Rezears is able to save it on the backboard. Rezears bumps Lewsual. Both of them want to go for the boost. A great play there by Lewsual to not use any boost when going over it the first time, tempting Rezears to go for it. Lewsual essentially saying, you know, I don't need this boost, you take it. And then of course he then uses a little bit of his boost to then take the entire canister, even though he needs like only a couple of units. So a great bump play for Lewsual against Rezears to get the open net. A stagnant play here, both of them 50. And an open net miss for Lewsual. Should be punished here by Rezears, but unfortunately is unable to. Gets a fantastic 50 somehow. I guess it's the Batmobile magic of the 50s. Almost gets a demo. Has to be careful. Had very little boost, but enough boost to get the mid canister. Air dribble play by Lewsual, and he does connect again at Rezears. Lewsual has appeared a couple of times in various showmatch events, And that's a pinch from Rezears, almost in actually. Yeah, I've seen him a couple of showmatch events, and he's been doing a great axle break there. He's been doing air dribble bumps quite a lot. So if Rezears has been paying attention to any of the various matches that Lewsual has been a part of, he should know that Lewsual's specialty at this point is the air dribble bump. Oh, that's a pinch, and that's an amazing pre-flip save by Lewsual. Turns out this Batmobile is really good at pinching. A great save by Rezears. Like that pinch just now was really good, but the save even better. Have to be careful, Rezears. He is, and he's so quick that he's able to shoot, and he's so quick that he's able to recover from a bad shot. Man, this guy's speed is quite high. Wants to get a 50, but can't get it. Gives away the possession to Lewsual, who should probably be able to slot the open net, and he is from halfway. But even though Rezears is able to do all of these mechanical plays, he's down by 2. That's a big problem right now. Very little time, 3 seconds, and that should be it. A very high level of plays from Rezears. Unfortunately, the air dribble bumps and the punish from Lewsual lets Rezears with nothing, no points, in fact negative points, negative MMR. While Lewsual gets the plus MMR, feeding up his points. So this pinch play was quite good, but that pre-flip was probably even better. How many 50s were in this? That's one. That's the second one. So there were only 2 in that one. Oh, you gotta react real quickly for that one. There was another kickoff where it was even more 50s. Just gonna check real quick because I saw there was a very interesting position here, where both players had like many 50s. That's the kickoff 50, that's another 50, and that's another 50. So there were a total of 2 50s plus the kickoff, and Lewsual misses the open net. So Rezears goes for 3 different 50 strategies. He first goes for the control kickoff, then he goes for a backwards recovery, and then he goes for the no jump, like shoot it over the opponent play. Fortunately, Lewsual misses. So let's see if in the second game, if this time Rezears is able to recover with his insane mechanics, or if Lewsual can again take advantage of the air dribble bumps and the kickoff possessions and mistakes from Rezears. Let's see who comes out on top. Game 2. These games were played relatively close to one another, so we should see some of the similar mechanics at least for both players. And in fact, Rezears has switched from the Batmobile into the Octane. Maybe this placebo will help him. Maybe what he's been thinking is that his 50s aren't too good, because he's been playing the 50s incredibly smartly. Very quick play by Rezears. Yes, he's been playing. His 50s are very smart, but they haven't been working out. So maybe he switches to the Octane to get a little bit of higher hitbox, because the taller hitbox will help you generally better with the 50s. But because the car is smaller, his aerial plays won't be as fast. And this time he could not reach the ball before the ball came in towards his net. Perhaps he would have been able to reach it a little bit better and faster with the Batmobile. But, you know, you win some mechanics and you lose some mechanics when switching car. Or at least body type. Rezears have to be careful here. Lewsual had to be careful there. Great play by Rezears. Almost gets the boost here, and Lewsual very slow here. Was probably anticipating that Rezears was gonna not be so aggressive, and he was gonna pick up a couple of pads and then stand beside Lewsual a little bit. But no. Rezears instead goes very aggressive, and here bounce dribble for Lewsual. Doesn't really pull the trigger by shooting, but rather he just pops it with a single jump. Taking it to the other side. Rezears is awkward. Corner positions are not the greatest of friends to the 1v1 players. And this time, Rezears could not keep the ball out. Lewsual goes in the air, the ceiling, gets a musty. Not a great shot, but he does get one. However, Rezears just stands there firmly, not really moving that much, and punishes Lewsual's not so great shot. A lot more grounded this game is Rezears. Lewsual is doing a lot of the similar stuff and the same stuff that he was doing in a game ago, but this time it's Rezears who is grounded, and he actually gets more punished this time instead of going high flying. Lewsual just popped that one into the air and then just easily got it. Rezears very quick here and flicks early as Lewsual goes for the mid boost. Lewsual in the air. Rezears is not able to save it. The shot is too fast. Lewsual doesn't want to go up the wall. Takes it on the ground. I guess he wanted to Doomsday dish it somehow, but that was not going to happen. Lewsual with an overcommit uses all of his remaining tiny boost and can't get it past, or rather doesn't challenge properly and misses the ball. Perhaps he missed some boost pads. Early flick, but it's too wide. A great clear by Rezears. If he goes aggressive here, he could have shot the open net if he went very aggressive. Another air dribble bump. Actually connects, but Rezears stays grounded. Not a great clear by Rezears, but Lewsual can't take advantage of it. Both players very quick, but Rezears is quicker. Lewsual knew that he had to go after this ball, regardless of what was going to happen. Rezears, can he double tap this one? He can, and he does get it in. A 2-game lead, or rather 2-goal lead for Rezears. This time he goes in the air. First time he's properly gone in the air for a play like this. Lewsual, can he counter with the 25 boost? And he gets a great flick, and it's right enough. I think Rezears is going for an in-and-out save. Perhaps faking an in-and-out save. But regardless, it's too fast for Rezears to recover and react. Not a great takeoff, and he actually gets a fantastic musty flick. Oh my god. Like, that was a terrible takeoff. But he somehow recovers into a a really hard shot, a really hard musty instead. Lewsual gets a very aggressive demo here. It's been going a little bit more crazy already these last 10 seconds. Even crazier than the first 4 minutes. Aggressive hair. Lewsual gets punished. Being a little bit too obvious. Rezears just reads him. Rezears in the air. I think he knows that what he's gonna do. Like what he has to do. He goes in the air, gets a play, gets it past Lewsual, and actually gets to the ball first so he can push it in. I think he realized after that musty that he has to go in the air. He has to do some of these crazy plays. This is how he's gonna win. Lewsual gets the demo. It's 15 seconds. He does get a counter goal, but he needs at least one kickoff goal here. That's a kickoff possession. That's pretty good. But he does go to the nearest side. I think it would have been better if he just went to the opposite side instead. I think that's a major mistake here by Lewsual. So if you see this from Rezears' POV, Lewsual goes to his own side, which is where Rezears was coming from. I think that's a major mistake. I think it would be better if we see here Lewsual like fake hitting the ball, going to the opposite side, the opposite corner. I think that would have been a lot better for Lewsual. But that's a digression. A million other things could have happened if he had done that. So it's probably very pointless to look at these what if scenarios. Let's instead look at the things that did happen. Especially this insane musty goal. So Rezears gets the possession, right? And he's gonna take it in the air for an air dribble, but he gets a terrible takeoff. But however, he gets the amazing musty here. We can see it from Lewsual's POV as well. The exact same thing. A horrible takeoff. Lewsual thinking that he can take advantage of that, and he even stops. Lewsual thinks he can take advantage of that play by thinking, okay, Rezears messed up there. Let me just go in and take advantage and 50 and counter goal. But then he saw that Rezears was going for it. He's thinking, okay, that's 50, but Rezears goes for it first, and as you can see, Lewsual stops because he was not expecting that whatsoever. An insane play to completely miss the takeoff into a really hard musty shot. And that concludes our second game and our third little series.